Jimmy Butler is modern NBA's Andre Iguodala for Golden State Warriors. 11 years ago, Andre Iguodala did the seemingly impossible. He made Mark Jackson look like a good basketball coach. Turns out it didn't help Jackson, who had already burned enough bridges with the Warriors that they fired him despite back-to-back playoff appearances. Jackson has never been hired as a head coach again, maybe because he could never convince Iguodala to come with him. The veteran swingman remained with Golden State, where his mere presence helped Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, and Draymond Green post better numbers in 2014, his first year with the Warriors, than they had the season before. 1 year later, with the proverbial coach on the floor helping a guy who had never been at the head of the bench before, Steve Kerr and the Warriors won an improbable championship, the franchise's first in 40 years. In a rare moment of sensibility, Iguodala was selected MVP of the 2015 NBA Finals. Even though Thompson had suffocated J.R. Smith, he had been outscored by Curry, and he had been outrebounded at one end by Barnes and at the other by Green. All Iguodala had done was spearhead a defense that held LeBron James to 39.8% shooting. Oh, he also did all the little things, as the saying goes. He passed to Curry. He covered defensively for Thompson. He encouraged Barnes, and he kept Green focused. He surely was the MVP, and he was acknowledged as such. In an era of three-point shooting and what some would call soft basketball, the NBA needs more Iguodalas. Fortunately, it already has one. When the Warriors scheduled the Mavericks as the opponent for Iguodala's jersey retirement Sunday, they did so to allow Thompson to share in the moment. Never did they think they'd also be providing that opportunity to Iguodala's mirrored image. The Warriors were a lottery-bound team led by a coach with an uncertain future when they dealt 4 players and a first-round draft pick to acquire Jimmy Butler from the Heat earlier this month. 5 games later, Kerr looks like a genius again. Curry has been rejuvenated, Green has gotten his head on straight, and Golden State's supporting cast, led by Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody, their current version of Barnes, has suddenly looked ready for prime time. All because of Butler. After being banished for all but 5 games since December 20, Butler has been Iguodala-like since joining the resurgent Warriors. He's scored minus 102 points, second on the team to Curry's 144, and done so efficiently, shooting 45.5%. He's rebounded minus 31 boards, just 3 fewer than team leader Kevin Looney. He's gotten the ball moving minus 28 assists, second only to Green's 34. He's defended 8 steals, third to Green's 13 and Podziemski's 11. Most importantly, he's injected an aggressive mentality by example, getting to the free throw line 47 times, making 41, and crashing the offensive glass with a team-leading 19 rebounds. All of a sudden, Curry is shooting better, 27 for 67 on 3-pointers. Green has rediscovered his all-around game, 44 points, 24 rebounds, 34 assists, 13 steals, 8 blocks, and Moody and Podziemski have silenced the pundits who complained about trading away valuable depth, combining for 135 points, 40 rebounds, and 32 assists. With 4 wins in 5 games in the Butler era, the Warriors have distanced themselves from the Spurs, past the Suns and Kings, and with a win Sunday, would move within a half game of Dallas for the No. 8 spot in the Western Conference. A top 6 finish, which guarantees a postseason berth, looks realistic. A 5th championship in 11 years. Never underestimate Butler. Actually, the confusion is understandable, even though one has made his biggest impact on offense and the other on defense. Iguodala is 6'6", Butler 6'7". Both played for the Warriors, 76ers, and Heat. Both have been all-stars and all-defensive selections. And in the 21st century version of the game, who would have imagined this? Both will get their numbers retired, possibly by multiple franchises, despite ranking among the worst three-point shooters of their era. At least they were smart enough to limit their attempts. And get this. Butler has played 844 career games, accumulating 4,513 rebounds. In the first 844 games of his career, Iguodala totaled 4,606 rebounds. The difference is negligible. Butler has 3,622 assists. Iguodala, through game 844, had 3,947. Advantage: push. Butler has 1,358 steals. Iguodala had 1,413. You get the idea. Butler has 373 blocks. Iguodala had 407. Butler has shot 47.2% overall and 32.9% from three. Iguodala was at 46.2% and 33.3%. The Warriors will raise Iguodala's 9 on Sunday, but Chase Center has a high roof with plenty of room for more banners. Butler might get his 10 retired up there someday. In the meantime, he and Warriors fans can improbably dream of something else. An 8th championship,